Let's see. Uh, Cake. Cake. Looks like somebody took a bite out of it.
This is indeed a disturbing universe.
Hello, greetings, and welcome. Welcome to the Stereo 999 YouTube channel. I am your host, the artist formerly known as Stereo Steve. And I'm here with my pal, Mr. Gopher. Say hi, Mr. Gopher.
Hi, Mr. Glover.
Oh, that annoying puppet. But we're cold. We're freezing. And that's why I'm trying to keep warm by listening to my Andy Williams Hawaiian record.
Andy Williams!
We don't need to stop here.
Yes, we do!
Of course, I'm playing it at 45 because copyright. So I don't know. My original plan for this video was to continue with that reverse alphabet thing that I kind of got stuck in a rut with. But then it got to be Friday. It's Friday night as I'm taping this with actual tape that is not tape but digital. But yeah, so I've got a little thing that I was going to use last week, but it didn't really fit. And so when I say first video of December, you know, I'm lying. And also I got bored. I took a walk. I needed new shoes. And I stopped at a record store on the way. I got a couple albums. So I'm going to talk about the albums that I got today. And you all out there can let me know in the comments what you think. The first thing is went to a thrift store. I found this Once Upon a Time, the Singles by Susie and the Banshees. Kind of the closest thing there is to a greatest hits album from Susie and the Banshees as far as back in the day. I had this on vinyl already, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to also have the compact disc. It's one of those BMG mail order things because it has this little code on it instead of a barcode. Got this jazz record. This is McCoy Tyner and Jackie McLean. It's About Time. It's on Blue Note. It's from the 80s. So it's digitally recorded, you know, but it's on nice vinyl. It sounds good. You know, it's maybe not like their classic work from the 60s, but they sound like they're having a good time as much as they look like they're having a good time on the cover. And they get pretty funky by the last songs on each side. So this was worth grabbing in a thrift store. Another thing I grabbed in the thrift store. This is Heifetz Showpieces. And I really don't know much about classical music, but I do know that Heifetz was a greatest of all time violin player. And this record was sealed, and it delivers. It's a pretty cool record if you're into classical music. Okay, well the stuff I grabbed today. This is the most recent record from Jonas Reinhardt, Bay Area musician, heavily influenced by krautrock and prog rock. According to the hype sticker, it's some fancy vinyl, so let's take a look and see just how fancy. Whoa. Wow, it looks like it's melting. Oh, that's crazy. Huh. I could see somebody taking it back thinking it's warped, but that's actually just the pattern in the fancy vinyl. I also splurged and got the mono mix of the Jimi Hendrix Experience Axis Bold as Love. I've been wanting this for a while. I have 2 other copies of this. I have the CD and I have an OG stereo pressing. But this is one of those albums. This is one of those albums that has like really extreme left and right with the stereo, as a lot of 60s music. Axis in mono. So those are 2 new records. Those are the sealed records I got. This I'm kind of taking a chance on. This was in the bargain bin. Sonny Stitt with brother Jack McDuff, and I just love this early 60s prestige label. So it doesn't look mint. It looks VG, but I'm gonna clean it off and see if it sparks joy. Ohio Express, Chewy Chewy. Is this the one Brian always shows? Need a little more bubble gum in my life. Graham Parker and the Rumors Stick to Me. This is a record I would always see. This is supposed to be one of his better ones. He's kind of a proto Elvis Costello. And this was very cheap and in good shape. So, and another local trippy band, 3 Leafs, and this record is called More Tomorrow. And we all want more tomorrow.
can't leave yet. You gotta have a nice cup of tea with me.
So this is a weird one. Maybe not so weird. I don't know. But somebody left like 5 Christmas records on my doorstep the other day. I still don't know who it was, but you know, I guess 'tis the season. So, if you're watching, I'm going to talk about these Christmas records that I found on my doorstep the other day. This one's called Happy Birthday, Baby Jesus. It's a 10-inch. It's on Sympathy for the Record Industry. And it's kind of a punk rock Christmas record. It's got Clawhammer and Rocket from the Crypt. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And this one here looks like the Manson family Christmas, but no, it's the, what is it? I'll Be Home for Christmas, Bill Langford at the Mighty Wurlitzer. And I read the liner notes, and it's from Ye Old Pizza Joint in San Lorenzo, which had an organ that originally was installed in the Warfield Theater in San Francisco. Okay. If you know whether or not Ye Old Pizza Joint in San Lorenzo is still in business, maybe these girls grew up and work there now, let me know in the comments. This is cool. Christmas with the Platters. All right. And it's in pretty good shape. And Ray Conniff and the Ray Conniff Singers, we wish you a Merry Christmas. I think I had that on one of those Goodyear Tire Christmas albums. This one I didn't listen to yet. It's Christmas Time. Okay, that's all you get. Christmas Time. This is probably the cheesiest one. It's got Lawrence Welk, Ames Brothers, the Four Aces. It's on Decca. But yeah. Hey, Lawrence Welk doing Silent Night and Jingle Bells. I mean, that's as basic as you're going to get for Christmas. All right, well, happy holidays, viewers. Oh, show and tell. It's just a game I play when I want to show you some records. So like and subscribe, and you'll see them next time too. Oh, baby. Okay, so I gave the records that I just got like a little quick scan through, listen through on the decks, and I thought I'd share some of my thoughts. So yeah, first of all, the Jonas Reinhardt. Definitely more Tangerine Dreamish than the early album of theirs I got that was more prog rocky. But if you like some good spacey electronic music, you will definitely dig that. Axis Bold as Love in mono was pretty cool. Was a revelation in some ways. Some songs sounded better in mono, especially Up From the Skies, and you can really hear the flanger effect on Bold as Love. Little Wing was kind of weird. The drums were way louder than everything else in the mono mix. But very cool to have this. Span 3 Leaves. I had another record of theirs that I probably their first record I got when I saw them live years and years ago. And it was like long improvised jams, and that was what I was kind of expecting from this. But it's actually some kind of hypnotic space music kind of stuff. And I dug that. Graham Parker, I was surprised. I liked that more than I thought I would. I read on the internet, it's kind of the story of this album. Supposedly he wanted to record it with a big orchestra, but there was some technical problem where all those tapes just got chewed up, and he had to redo the album in a week, and he just did it, no frills, and it's probably better than it would have been. I can definitely hear the roots of Elvis Costello in this, like what I was saying before. Chewy, chewy, chewy. This is some classic bubblegum. It's got Simon Says, Chewy, chewy, 1, 2, 3, red light. The winner was this. I mean, the first jazz records I ever had when I was a kid were this label, so I collect this label. And it looked kind of crusty, and the back cover's kind of fucked up, so it was not super expensive. So I thought I'd take a chance, and I cleaned it off, and it sounds great. And yeah, soulful organ sounds with Jack McDuff and the great Sonny Stitt. I've got other albums by both of them. So yeah, all right. So what else? Well, I did get a few CDs, so I guess I could talk about those. Midnight Vultures by Beck. This is one I used to have, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that, so I grabbed it. And I remember back in the day, I wasn't that into it back in the day. I was more into his gloomy stuff. But this is a fun record. This is, you know, put it on in the kitchen while you're having coffee and donuts. Dub Narcotic Sound System, which was kind of like the people from the band Beat Happening, doing something a little more dubby, a little more trippy. I never had any of their albums. I have a couple of Beat Happening records, but I never had any of these. And I was enjoying this. This was cool. And this, I've had this on vinyl for years, but I thought it would be cool to have on the compact disc format. Time Further Out by Dave Brubeck, with the Moreau painting on the cover and the classic song Unsquare Dance that goes dunk, 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 dunk. This one, I saw Noble Records show a vinyl copy of this, and I was like, oh, I got that CD somewhere. I got this a long time ago, well, a couple of years ago, but it's Wara, El Inca, and it's a Bolivian 70s rock band, and you might hear them playing in the background, but yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. There's like violin, and it's got some kind of Latino prog rock kind of thing, but I'm sure the vinyl sounds better than the CD, but it still sounds pretty good. All right. Peace.
I didn't think he was gonna do Moon River, but then bam! Second encore!